Hi guys, so it's been a while, 100 days or thereabouts to be exact, but here's my next video and she's finally ready. So after 100 days, this dry aged ribeye so far from this view looks really good, but I do have my concerns. I've had issues along the way, unfortunately. So what happened was a couple months ago my fridge broke down and it was in less than ideal temperature for about 2 days, and I had to put it in a chilli box while I got my fridge sorted out. And what happened was I actually ripped the seal. So the seal actually, I broke the seal when I had to handle it and move it out of the fridge. Otherwise it was fine, and you can actually see it's basically 0% contact. In the beginning we talk about 80% contact. But yeah, now basically 0%. Having said that, I did say in my last video that once the bark is formed, after about 2 or so weeks, that does become your protective layer. And I must say, it does look like that has been the case. So it might be safe. I don't know what Umai have to say in particular, but it might actually be safe after 2 to 3 weeks without having an adequate seal. So now we'll get it out the bag, weigh it, and carve her up. So here we go, here's the product out of the bag. So around 3.6 kilos, and if you remember from the first video, when I bagged it, it was 5.6 kilos. So I lost 2 kilos exactly. So what does she look like? She actually looks really good. Doesn't have any foul odours or anything, so that's a good sign. So I'll start carving her up and see what the final weight is. And what I'm also going to do in this video is I'm going to show you a piece of steak being sous vide, and I'm going to cook it on my chimney starter out back and show the final product as a steak. So I mentioned how I broke the seal on my bag when I had to manhandle it and get it out of the fridge for a couple of days while I sorted my fridge problems. So but the bag is looking a little bit dirty, but you can actually see I can pretty much, normally I'd tear the bags open and not be able to reuse it. But I'm wondering whether the bag now is actually reusable. Umai don't suggest you reuse them. But if you want me to give a shot at reusing the bag and dry age with another piece of meat, let me know below, and I'll save this bag and I'll do a demo of reusing the bag. That would save a lot of expense if you could actually reuse them for a number of times. I've mentioned it before in a previous video, when you're carving this bark or cutting this through this bark, or pentacle as I think some people call it, or its correct name, an important part is to make sure you have a really sharp knife. I've always had issues with my knife, so I went to Costco yesterday and I got this knife. Apparently it's really good for a cheaper type knife. So I'll also be doing a demo of this and I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so I'm working my way through the steaks. I've cut 10 all up. I've cut them a bit thicker than normal. Reason being is when I was cutting through, I realised the bark, or the pentacle, is actually a lot thicker than I'm used to. I'm not sure if that's because of what's happened with my fridge malfunction, but I dare say it's normal for dry aging it so long. So here's one I haven't cut up yet. You can see that the dark bits, or the bark, it's actually blacker than normal, or than the 42 day. But still, look at the meat, it's excellent quality. And here's 4 of them that I've cut up. They've turned out really well. So how did the knife hold up? I'm still going through it. This knife, the Cuisinart from Costco, it's actually pretty good. I mean, it could be a little bit sharper, but I'm finding I can cut through it like you would a birthday cake, in that I can slice through rather than use a back and forth motion. So that's been a big plus, and it's been a lot quicker and easier than I'm used to with my other knife. So I fired up my sous vide machine, got the ribeye going at 54 degrees Celsius. I'll do it for about an hour to 90 minutes, and then I'll put it on the chimney fire stack, and I'll show you the only way to cook a sous vide steak. So here's the final product. Ironically, I didn't have the chimney fire stack hot enough. I should have had a bit more glow in those embers, but well. It still looks really nice. Let's cut into it and see how it looks. So unfortunately I've got really bad lighting here, so I've had to use a torch to help out. But yeah, it's turned out really good. Nice colour, nice and even. Let's give it the taste test. Oh my god, it's damn amazing, damn amazing. You've really got to try it, guys. Really have to give it a shot. It's bloody awesome. Anyway, on that note, enjoy your steaks. I'll catch you next time.